Sheryl Swoopes, one of the most legendary figures in women's basketball history, has never been one to hold back her opinions. As the WNBA continues to grow in popularity and excitement builds for the 2025 season, her latest comments about the Indiana Fever have sent waves through the basketball world. Known for her candid takes and deep understanding of the game, Swoopes has made it abundantly clear where she stands when it comes to the Fever's potential, challenges, and future. The Indiana Fever have been at the center of discussions as the league moves forward, with their young core, emerging stars, and renewed energy sparking debates among analysts, former players, and fans alike. Swoopes, with her extensive knowledge and experience as both a player and analyst, has provided a compelling perspective on what the team needs to focus on as they approach the next season. Her words carry weight, as few people understand the evolution of women's basketball like she does. Her assessment of the Fever begins with their talent pool. Indiana has undergone a significant transformation over the past few seasons, bringing in fresh talent that has the potential to reshape the franchise. One of the biggest talking points in the WNBA right now is Catline, the standout collegiate player who has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest shooters in basketball history. If Clark ends up in an Indiana Fever jersey, it could alter the trajectory of the team in ways that few could have imagined just a few years ago. Swoopes acknowledges the hype surrounding Clark and sees her as a game-changer, but she also stresses the importance of developing a strong supporting cast to maximize the team's potential. Indiana already has key players like Aaliyah Boston, who has proven to be a force in the paint and a leader on the court. Swoopes has spoken highly of Boston's ability to anchor a team, recognizing her defensive presence and ability to impact games beyond just scoring. With the addition of a player like Clark, Swoopes believes Boston's role could be further elevated, creating a dynamic duo that could give opponents nightmares. However, the WNBA Hall of Famer is also realistic about the challenges that come with integrating high-profile rookies into a team structure. She warns that relying too heavily on one or two players can backfire if the team does not establish chemistry early in the season. Another key factor that Swoopes has highlighted in her analysis of the Fever is their coaching staff and overall team culture. She understands that talent alone does not win championships. Coaching, preparation, and team dynamics play just as big a role. Indiana has had its struggles over the years, dealing with coaching changes and inconsistency. For Swoopes, stability is key. She points out that teams with strong foundations and clear leadership tend to perform better in the long run. She believes that Indiana must establish a strong identity going into the 2025 season, one that does not waver even when facing adversity. Defense is another aspect of the game where Swoopes sees room for improvement. While the Fever have had moments of brilliance, there have also been stretches where they struggled to contain elite offensive teams. Swoopes has always been an advocate for defensive excellence, and she stresses that Indiana must step up their game on that end of the floor if they want to be a serious contender. Scoring is crucial, but in a league where competition is fierce, the ability to get stops in key moments often determines a team's success. As for the broader WNBA landscape, Swoopes is encouraged by the league's growth and believes that the Fever have an opportunity to capitalize on this momentum. More eyes are on the WNBA than ever before, and teams that can build strong brands and compelling storylines will benefit both on and off the court. Indiana, with its mix of young talent and potential superstars, has a unique chance to become one of the league's most exciting teams. However, Swoopes warns that expectations can be a double-edged sword. If the Fever do not meet the hype, the scrutiny will be intense. Swoopes has also spoken about the Fever's fanbase and the role they play in the team's success. Indiana has a passionate basketball culture, with deep ties to the sport at both the collegiate and professional levels. She believes that if the Fever can put together a competitive and entertaining product on the court, the fans will show up in full force. A strong home court advantage can make a significant difference in a team's success, and she encourages the organization to continue engaging with the community to build excitement. The WNBA legend is also aware of the increased media attention surrounding the Fever, particularly with the possibility of Catline joining the roster. The pressure that comes with that level of attention is something Swoopes understands well, having been one of the faces of the league during her playing days. She acknowledges that young players need to be prepared for the scrutiny that comes with stardom and that the Fever's coaching staff must ensure that their roster remains focused amidst the noise. Media narratives can shape perceptions, and while they can bring positive exposure, they can also create distractions if not handled properly. Swoop's insights into the Indiana Fever's trajectory are grounded in experience and a deep love for the game. She recognizes the potential of the team but is also realistic about the work that still needs to be done.